Now, I know if you're stateside, there's not exactly a Hot Toys retail store available. But if there was, I would have to say that Cincinnati, Ohio's toy department is probably a close second. Join me as we take a look and see if we can score big. That's right, we're here at the toy department here in Cincinnati, Ohio. And what do you know? It's Uncle Tim, fan favorite of the channel. But this is their new location, and I've been wanting to get here for quite some time. I originally was going to try to be here when it opened up back a few months ago, but I wasn't able to get my schedule to work. And of course, if you've not yet subscribed to this channel and you like this type of 6-scale content, make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you know when new content does drop. But they have everything, and not just 6-scale figures, but everything in between. Because this is in Cincinnati, Ohio, originally the home of Kenner, which started a lot of our famous toy lines, there is a lot of nostalgia built into it. A lot of really cool prototypes, a lot of cool statues, as you can see, and just overall, it's a tad overwhelming when you first walk in. There is something for everybody. And as you can see, it doesn't matter if it's statues, if it's wrestling, if it's memorabilia, if it's Transformers, or even some life-size 1x1 sideshow statues. Check out this C-3PO. This is pretty freaking awesome. And they used to have an R2-D2, but someone bought that and sold it. You can go and get a bunch of different pieces of artwork and a lot more. But just take a look at this. You can see that they are wall to wall with goodies. And as I said, they have a lot of Star Wars stuff because this is from Kenner and it was birthed in Cincinnati, Ohio. If you need video game memorabilia, if you need any type of video game stuff at all, that is all here. Who doesn't love looking at old games? We have a lot of Motu, Masters of the Universe, and you may be saying, okay, where is the 6-scale stuff? Well, we're getting there. Hold on. I would be doing myself a disservice and you a disservice if you did not get a chance to check this store out. I mean, look at these vintage Ghostbusters pieces. This is what I grew up with, collecting and playing with these Ghostbuster toys, and they are so cool. But check out these bread and butter pieces from Star Wars, vintage Imperial Shuttle. They have a bunch of modern stuff, such as the HasLabs, as you can see, and a bunch of different things. Check out a bunch of these carded figures, a bunch of loose figures, graded figures. I mean, everything that you could possibly want. Even some rare, very old 1977, 83 Kenner figures. They have everything. But I know you are wanting to see the 6-scale figures, so let's go ahead and get to it. Whether it is Hot Toys, whether it is Sideshow, whether it is 3-0, whether it is X06, which is something big that people are excited about recently, let's get to it. Starting off with the quarter scale statues. Now, I've said that I'm not a big fan of quarter scale at this point because I just really don't have the room for it, despite building a brand new collection room. But look at everything that they have. They have pretty much everything new that has come out. And in hindsight, after I recorded this voiceover, I noticed they had the Iron Man Mark III, and I missed it. Forgot about that. Check out the X-Men Wolverine Days of Future Past. Might be taking a look at that a little bit later on. All the new No Way Home figures, some older Avengers line that Quicksilver is excellent. Got some Back to the Future pieces, and pretty much every Iron Man and War Machine that you could want. And of course, they do have some Sideshow specialties, as you can see down there. If it's been released recently, it most likely is here and in stock. And I'm very, very excited about that because you may not have access to something like this, but if it is in your neighborhood, you have a local toy shop like this, this is something special. Got the original Doctor Strange with that incredible head sculpt. Love that. Great price on it as well. But check out some of these pieces. Let's get around to the other side here. That was kind of Star Wars and Marvel. Or rather, here is all the Star Wars on this side. But we do have some Big Chief Studios. Got some Dr. No figures, 007, RIP to Big Chief Studios. But very cool overall. Great price on that. But any of the Star Wars stuff that is released, even just as much as the Grand Inquisitor, which you'll see, is here. Now, this is something I'm very, very much interested in. The original Batman Returns with Bruce Wayne, Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne. We'll take a look at that potentially as well. But as you can see, wall-to-wall coverage. Everything that you could want is here. DXs, single releases, clone pieces, Justice League pieces. There's the Grand Inquisitor. There's the brand new Paz Vizsla that just shipped. There is the Book of Boba Fett, as you can see, the Sideshow clone animated series. All that is there and more. And look at this, the Bat Cycle and the Bat Signal, which is waitlisted on Sideshow, which makes me wonder, I don't know if my waitlist will convert. Do I need to go ahead and pull the trigger here? I don't know. We'll talk about that. But great prices. It is all pretty much retail. And the best part is that sales tax in Ohio is only 4%. So not too bad there as well. Some more quarter scale statues, some more quarter scale figures. There's Uncle Tim. Some bigger figures at the top, such as your speeder bikes and your blurgs. A few more bigger pieces like the Tumbler, Swoop Bike, as you can see, Hydra Stomper. And then this is interesting. The Toys Era Fiend is still listed for $220. I don't know if that is too high, too low, especially with the new Fiend, or rather Green Goblin out there. Let me know if you think that's high or low. The original DeLorean, not the Back to the Future 2 version, but the original one. Got the quarter scale Joker. I think that's either the Interbay or the Hot Toys one. Can't tell by the tag. And your Mezco 112 pieces, Mythic Legions, some nicer higher end figures. All that is there and more. And there's us. Might as well wave and say hello. But we need to come to a decision. I want to take a closer look at this X-Men's Wolverine. And I like it. It's a very nice figure, but with the new Wolverine already headed towards me, I don't know if I need to have another one. But this is the one I'm really leaning towards. I've been looking towards this 2-pack for quite some time, but there are some issues. But it does have the alternate Michael Keaton head sculpt, which I think looks really good. And if you're a fan of that 89 Batman, this is kind of a must. But here's something. It does have a broken gauntlet piece. Now, would you ever get a broken figure and get it for a good deal? Let me know and make sure you are subscribed now.
So whenever I have an important decision to make and I don't know what to do, I always let the dice decide. I've been doing it for years and it has never ever steered me wrong. One time I went against the dice and I regretted it to this day. So never ever go against the dice.
Okay then, so officially we are having this discussion. We have the Batman Returns with a special Michael Keaton head sculpt. The Bat Cycle. None of them or both. And this is going to officially be on the record. Tim. All right. I want to let you shake it because it's yours.
So it's either 1 to 2, it's nothing.
Okay.
3 to 4, just the Bat Cycle.
Okay.
5 to 6, it's that.
Okay.
The other important thing is if whatever you roll, it makes you sad, then you know that was not the correct roll.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Plot twist. Do you have to sit through another commercial?
All right, here it goes.
Does that mean both?
That means both.
That is kind of official, isn't it?
That's what the dice says.
Well, as you can see, we did end up following what the dice said and grabbed the Bat Cycle from the Batman, as well as a great steal on this Keaton Batman Returns. Drago's happy about it. I think I made the right choice. What do you think? Let me know. But wait, there's more. So I felt guilty that Tim was wondering about potentially having something too, and so let's leave the fate up to the dice again. Tim, what we got?
So there's an Alien figure I want. I've wanted it for a while. It's still here. I'm afraid it's not going to be here, but I don't know. I'm going to let the dice decide.
All right.
So we're going to say odd, don't get it, even, get it.
Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around so we can actually see it.
Okay.